हेलो दोस्तों। आज का जो आर्टिकल हम ले रहे हैं वो हिंदू में पब्लिश हुआ है 12 जून 2020 को। और इस आर्टिकल का नाम है ए केस फॉर क्वाइट डिप्लोमेसी। इट इज़ रिटन बाय अनंत कृष्णन। The background of this article is this current conflict which is going on between India and China at LAC, line of actual control. And what are the things happening there? All this information is available in open source where you can find all the relevant things. So the author here tried to make a case for quiet diplomacy, because the same type of diplomacy, which is a quiet diplomacy, it's a type of preventive diplomacy, has worked in India's favor in 2013, 14 and 17. So what author is recommending that we should have the same approach here for resolution of this current standoff. Now coming back to my model, here you can see the 3 points A, B, C, and A correspond to the current dispute what we are having with China, and B correspond to the resolution of that dispute, and how we are reaching from A to B by using the tools of quiet diplomacy. And to appreciate this, what are the component of the quiet diplomacy we are having here, we need to have a background information of India-China relationship. What are the standoff? What are the different perception of LAC? All these things information you should have. This information you can get from open source, and based on that you can build up your own understanding of the situation. Now coming to the topic here, the first author has tried to define what is quiet diplomacy. So quiet diplomacy is nothing but keeping public rhetoric calm and steady, displaying strength and giving adversary a way out. In the way means here we are not too much rhetorical, means what we see generally in case of Pakistan, there is a lot of war of words between India and Pakistan. Here that kind of things we are not having. So in public discourse not too much is spoken, and things were made calm and steady. At the same time, at the frontier end, we show our strength, military strength, that we are able and we are capable of dealing with any eventuality. But at the same time, we are not slipping into war of words. And these two things, that verbally we are keeping calm, and at the same time we are showing our military strength and our resolve, and at the same time giving adversary a chance to weigh out, to disengage. So this is the kind of approach India is having, particularly in dealing with China. And this approach, author has made an argument that this particular approach has done well for India in all these three incidents which he had listed out here. In 2013, 14 and 17, we have seen that by using this approach, India was successful to resolve the conflict between India and China at the LAC front. Now, when we do this thing, when we keep the public rhetoric calm, what the general public feel, that is also a kind of challenge for policymaker, because if we get used to the kind of speeches are made when dealing with Pakistan, but the same thing we do not see here when we deal with China. So there is a wrong kind of impression goes to the public. For that reason, public need to be educated that loudness is not, it should not be considered as a strength, and silence should not be considered as a weakness. There is a human angle, psychological angle related to the perception. So where if you are more loudy, then people think that you are having strength, and similarly in opposite way. So this public perception with respect to quiet diplomacy is a challenge, and for that purpose we need to have an informed opinion. Now, to conduct quiet diplomacy, what are the challenges? The challenges are many, because now in the information age, social media, there is a lot of information flying here and there, and there are many misinformation also happening, propaganda also happening. So what the author is suggesting, that government should be careful in information dissemination, means the proper information to should be given to the public, so that there is no misinformation or propaganda take place. And what the second point author is saying, that opposition need to be kept in confidence, so that whatever the government is doing to resolve the problem, opposition should support and be in picture in all those activity. And the third thing author is saying, that we should keep media engaged, because media is the way through which we government reach out to the public. So if you keep media engaged, the proper information and the proper narrative will go to the public. And the last but important point, what author is recommending, that we should have a tempered public debate, because when you engage with complex diplomacy where so many things are involved, each and everything should not be made a spectacle, because that will unnecessarily hamper the diplomacy and it will again complicate the problem. So this is the way quiet diplomacy has to be conducted, and it has served well in our past experience, and the same way it is hoped that in current standoff between India and China, this quiet diplomacy approach will work for us also. So this is the article, and there are many incident, LAC related incident happened in the past, and in future also it will happen. But the fact is that we should know the component of quiet diplomacy, and we should know what are the things are involved, particularly dealing with the public perception, and how to convey the both the things. First, that we are not into the warmongering, but at the same time we are having a resolve to deal militarily. So this is the two main component of quiet diplomacy which India has shown to China. Because of that reason, we have successfully resolved our past standoff incident. So it is a good article. I think I have conveyed you, which has helped you to build up your understanding. Thank you.